You are now tuned in to the No Names Podcast.
Live from Hustle 5 Ways Studio.
All right, we're here once again. Gusto the guy. I'm here. We got a lot of new faces. We got a lot of pretty faces today. I'm going to let my man Sharp start it all. Go ahead and ring yourself off, Sharp.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Sharp here.
Okay.
It's Mo.
All right.
What's up? I'm Kelly, y'all.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Maya.
Okay. All right, man. One thing we're going to get started with. And matter of fact, before we get started, how's everybody doing today, man? It's a nice Tuesday. It's a
pretty
nice
good.
Tuesday. Everybody good?
It's a pretty chill Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because we got a lot of shit to talk about. What you about to say, Shot?
I don't feel right, man.
You don't feel right?
Nah. I just want to be different from everybody else because everybody else said it was good. That's all. I just want to be different today.
Yep.
That's all.
It's always that one.
I'm in for controversy. That's all. Leave me alone.
I was listening to a Big 30 song in the car. He said, grab the Drake. I don't feel right. As soon as you said that, I was thinking of the song.
Big Draco. Big
I was thinking
soldier.
about Janae when he said, I'm triggered.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, hopefully we're going to talk about a lot of things tonight that's going to get somebody triggered. So let's do that. First thing we're going to start off with, though, is dating for security or for love. So who want to take their first stab at that? Like, which one of y'all want to take your first stab at it?
That shit is so crazy because I feel like, honestly, that shit can go both ways. Me, personally, I think I would want to date for maybe security because y'all niggas don't know how to love people right now in this generation. So I'm going to date for security. And then hopefully we fall in love.
Okay. That's real. Who next? What you think?
I got my own bag though, by the way.
Oh, I'm countering that.
Okay.
You said you ain't dating for love at this like point in time in your life.
She said niggas don't know how to live
trash
right.
as hell. Like y'all niggas do not know how to appreciate nobody or nothing. Y'all so used to, and y'all so caught up in the glam and the Instagram bitches. Like that's what y'all want. Y'all don't respect a good girl. Y'all don't do none of that
It's
shit.
more lust versus love.
And then you can have a badass bitch who got the brains and the beauty and she know how to work the system and she's just all around there. But y'all don't want that. Y'all want these Instagram bitches. No offense.
Wait. When you say Instagram bitches,
Like the
can
little
we describe that?
The Aries of Instagram.
Yeah.
The ones where it's like on the outside looking in, but
First of all, niggas probably just really want to strike that for real. I ain't gonna lie, like niggas
call a spade a spade.
Yeah, like I mean honestly, because I'll be honest, if I was famous, she not at the top of my list. She probably up there on my hit list, but my wife list, nah.
Knock her down.
I mean, that's What you say? Shot, call a spade a spade.
Yeah, call a spade, man.
Man,
I mean, like niggas.
That's not something you want wife though.
Man, niggas.
No,
Hey.
but I mean, hey, niggas be like, oh, I want a bitch like Ari.
Nigga, I've never heard a
They be
nigga say.
lying.
I've never heard.
I'm not gonna say niggas don't say that.
Yeah.
But maybe the niggas I be around
Niggas be
niggas don't be like, oh
lusty.
yeah, bro, I
Like
need
I
me a
said,
stupid
niggas
joint
be
with a fat ass, bro. Like,
Yeah, like.
My thing is, you gotta cuff the realest bitch, not the
I agree.
prettiest bitch. You can't do that.
I agree.
I think that depends on your mindset and where
Yeah.
you're at in your life.
Facts.
Because I feel like at our age, dudes are, or all of us really are just looking to have fun and just enjoy. So niggas are like, that's how you do that. So that's probably where they go and why they go there right now.
Definitely.
Unless they're on some man time and they looking towards the future, then they're like, you know what, like I'm trying to like lock it down. Then they look for that, loyal, real.
I agree with
yeah,
that.
I think it just depends on like where people are at. Like you said, like in their lives, some people already had their fun when they was young, so they like
Niggas
been there, done that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not like gonna be longevity. You know what I mean? And some people are just like,
Yeah, I gotta stop running into them niggas who still in their life. You gotta run into that. You gotta run into that nigga that's like 29, 30.
age don't mean nothing.
I mean, I know it don't.
People be big and grown. I mean,
It
big and
don't.
goofy.
Wait, all right. I put it to you
They're
like
big
this.
ages.
You know. I put it to you like this. As a nigga, I feel like the niggas of that age that probably still act like that are probably like late bloomers.
Or they've been
Like-
locked up all their life and they never had fun and shit.
And
'Cause
you
I done
and
been
we and
through
as a nigga, I
Yeah,
consider that a
something
late
like that
bloomer. Like
Yeah.
if you've been dating if you've been with one girl since high school and you 27 and now you single, like you a late bloomer to
You gonna wall out.
to what you used to, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not what you're not used to being single, going down U Street or something, seeing pre-pandemic, of course, seeing about 100 ladies all dressed to impress and shooting your shot. Like, you're not used to that. Or if you are used to it, you're used to doing that with your girl. So it's like you can't,
Respect
your girl
type shit.
So you pretty. I feel like late bloomers. You gotta run into them niggas. You really just gotta run into them niggas who probably already had their whole phase.
I mean, but you also gotta think, because you can have a guy. He can be the right guy. He can be the nice guy. And then a bitch do him dirty,
Facts.
and now
tables done turned.
now he's
One thing about the tables, they gon' turn.
Yes, sir.
And now he turned into a whole savage. It's like, all right,
Yes,
you could have had him at the right
now
time.
Flip it. You can have a good girl and she do everything right, and then you run into a nigga. Well, she run into a nigga, and a nigga do her dirty. Not she just a savage ass bitch, and y'all be like, oh, what the fuck? What's wrong with this bitch? Why she moving like that? Cause y'all niggas don't appreciate when y'all got a down bitch. Point blank. Period.
I think some people though they act like you can't have fun though and be quote unquote tied down, but it shouldn't even feel like you're tied down. I feel like
respecting.
Yeah, like you can still have fun, you can still go out, you can still do all this stuff. You shouldn't desire to go out and just be unfaithful. Then you should be in a relationship.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
it's like it depends on the person.
Having fun is having fun and I think and hitting other things is two different things. So like, yeah, of course, like you said, you could definitely go out with your niggas or go out with your girls and you know what I'm saying, do that, but you ain't gotta smash some afterwards or you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta get a bunch of
I guess that's
numbers.
everybody's different idea of fun.
Niggas be having their friends and their friends be geeking and shit on.
See, but
that's true.
That goes back to what bruh said. Late bloomers, niggas with childish ass mindsets go for what they niggas say.
Yeah.
You gotta be your own man, like how you said.
Follower
You gotta be
type.
on man time.
Like
Why the
shit.
fuck you gotta move how your friends want you to
Your
move?
friends tell you to do
That's
this
some-
and
that's
you
some
do it.
bullshit.
Like your mama said, so if your friends jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too?
Yup.
That Vine said,
That's some bullshit.
Here I go.
Nah, y'all remember that Vine? And the Vine code was like, hell yeah, man, that's my nigga. But nah, like,
Hell yeah, if it was fun.
so I mean, but to that same credit, I know as a guy though, I agree. Like, it's really it is kind of based on a lot. I agree with a lot of what y'all saying. I think it is like where you at in life, what you've done, what you've been through. Because I know me being 28 now, like I definitely don't like date or think the same that I did when like the 21 version of me. The 21-year-old version of me is nigga, Mary Homeless, nigga, all that shit, nigga. Yes, ho, all that.
I think
all
it's
that,
all about
but-
the experience too. Like what you go through in your life, it makes you who you are.
Facts.
Like you gonna tolerate some shit, and it's gonna be some shit that you don't tolerate.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's true too. Cause
Your
again,
standards build over
No
time.
bullshit.
yeah, again, cause and it's
Some shit
funny.
you just not gonna go back and forth.
It's
with
funny,
somebody
like
about.
your standards do build over time, and it's funny you said that, cause like me and my mans who were back, like even going back to like teenage years, who was just blessed to be able to say like, all right, I done got my fair share type shit. Like our standards did improve over time. They were gradual, and that's why I say it's funny. Y'all, it sound like girls are running into a lot of niggas who's still in that phase, because your standards increase gradually. Because I remember one of the first things we said was, man, we're not talking to no more joints that don't drive. And that was like, but it's like in the grand scheme of things, it's like that was probably one of the first like joints we said, or like a girl who don't work or something like that. Like, and then now you start thinking about, all right, do you got a career? Like, what's
What's your 5-year plan? Do you have one of
like,
those?
you know, like
you gotta start asking people now. Do you have a house, a car, a crib? Oh, that's the same thing. Shit, my bad. But no, do you have a house and do you have a crib? What's your job? Like, what you do? You got kids? You got a baby mama? Who you taking care of? You got
Right. You working towards something, like,
Yeah.
or you
What's
just
your
kind of
future
just
goal?
floating around,
Nah.
just chilling, catching vibes.
You
That-
fucking-
that-
nothing but vibes.
chilling, catching bodies.
Yeah,
You
no.
say catching vibes or bodies?
Vibes.
Oh, I thought you said chilling, catching bodies. I'm like,
No.
talking about
people
trigger.
just- they just
Damn,
be all
college.
about vibes.
Nah,
Scared of you.
nah, for real. But I mean, but back in the day, like niggas was chilling, catching bodies. Like,
Yeah.
like for real.
But
Like, you didn't care about like the outlook. Go ahead. What was you about to say?
But like, so y'all saying like dudes is like not like saying they not ready, you know, for a relationship and everything like that, or like trying to catch a dude, you know, for convenience rather than love and everything. If a guy is not ready, can't you try to like
no, I'm
get him
stepping.
into that?
No,
No, I'm stepping because why would I waste my time?
no.
I said,
I'm
fuck that, he's
realizing
stepping.
now. I'm realizing now that half the time, like when we run into dudes that aren't ready, 9 times out of 10, that's because we're not really ready, and it's like we're attracting the same thing, and
are
then
what
we're
you attract.
accepting, you know, that type of behavior because like subconsciously we accept that type shit for ourselves.
No bullshit.
So like
Projection.
I feel like it's a lot of projection going on. Yeah.
And
That was
it's your
deep. I like
mindset.
that
Yeah.
answer. I
I'm
like
big
that.
on projection.
Put it in the
I like
universe,
that.
that shit gonna come to you. Like if
I
even
like
if you
that.
think
Yeah.
it, like your mind is very fucking powerful. I don't care what nobody
That.
says.
Oh yeah.
Damn. So is that why niggas was running into that many dots back in the day? Like, nah,
So you gotta think about it.
That's
Like,
funny
when
as shit,
niggas
though.
when niggas was out here thotting and bopping.
Yeah.
When we be on this show, we bringing up college stories, you know,
Yeah,
late in high school or like just a little early in high school or something like that. So it's like it's that time your mindset is like pussy. Like I'm just
For real.
Just at
like,
puberty, you just ready to just anything.
You're not thinking like, oh, let me catch a joint, catch that joint, after study hall, she got a good head on her shoulder. I'm trying to see about her. No, that's not on my mind.
Because I could tell you to feed off that, like back in those days, a lot of the times that a lot of the women that you would meet, granted, depending on where it was at, but you met a lot of women just off the strength of, and this goes for like me introducing my man to other girls or my man's any one of them introducing me to a girl. You get hit with a lot, especially as a nigga. Like, all right, bruh, man, hey, what you doing tonight, bruh? Oh yeah, bro, I got this joint. You know what I'm saying? They about to come through. She got her friend. What's up? You trying to come through? Woo woo. So then it's like a lot of connections were made like that, like in those days. Like, have y'all ever played the wingman role for your girl?
I do this shit again because I ain't taking no more else for nobody.
Never?
No.
You ain't never
Not
played
really.
the wingman role?
I have most.
No,
Man,
my.
I didn't take one for the team. Now I'm doing it again because
If anything, I'm the friend. They be like, "Oh, that's the cock blocker." I'm like, "No, I'm trying to save her because that's what she wants me to do."
Oh, yeah.
My friend is
Alright, yeah.
giving me
See,
eyes
nah.
that she is distraught.
I ain't gonna lie.
She needs a way out, and she's looking at me.
no, or we go with a game plan like this is what it's gonna do.
Hey, bro, like
That's really how it be though with females. Sometimes they be like, the guy can turn around for 2 seconds.
You know
They
what's
be
funny?
like,
I'm
they be like, come over here.
It's funny
And
as
then they be
shit.
like, damn, why your friend gotta come over
It's
here?
funny
I'm like,
as shit because
that's what she wanted.
on a past
saving her from.
episode.
She could have a great time.
She don't want to have a good time.
You never know.
Wait.
You never know.
It's girl code, no, because we can make an eye contact and we know what it is. All right.
Sometimes it could be
That's
one
your
where it's
problem.
like,
See, that's why you're not finding these niggas because you're not giving them chances. Because
why
shit
would
like
I do
that.
no.
Give a nigga a chance
Nah.
to show you what he
If it's
can.
Okay,
somebody
alright.
who's like
Okay.
Blossom.
I just wanna ask
drunk,
one
they over
question.
here
Something you
falling
want.
over, they being too aggressive,
nah,
then it's
that-
like, all
wasn't
right,
talking
come
about
on.
sloppy drunk niggas.
Yeah, nah, I ain't talking about that.
I'm
Like,
talking
not
Or the
none of
annoying
scary
ones, or the
shit.
ones that's like,
But-
just take your L, like they're just not interested, and that's
Alright.
fine. They're not gonna be
So
interested in
have y'all ever like has your friend have y'all ever been out with a friend and she like wanted to get slayed? Like and she kind of
we discussed that. Like my
nah,
friend,
like I'm saying,
my
like
friend
wait,
wanna
you
do,
making
go
that?
ahead,
Thing.
girl. By all means, do your thing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't wanna hear
Go ahead,
none of that
girl. I'm
shit.
cheering you on from the back.
Exactly. Now we're gonna talk about the shit afterward, and if it was trash, let us know.
Hey, you did not want to end up in the group chat or in that friend
Girl,
conversation.
it's gonna be like ... girl, bullshit.
Oh,
Hell no.
Jesus.
Never again.
Yikes.
That's funny.
That's funny shit that you're definitely the cock block friend because it's definitely
I feel like that's what they call it, but like
that's what it is.
I don't insert myself if it's not needed.
Cock blocking is
I let my
different.
friend do what
Oh,
they
see, I
want.
thought you meant like you
Cock
insert
blocking.
yourself.
Oh,
more.
I'm not-
I want her to go ahead. You
Cock
go
blocking is
define
when
cock block.
I intentionally do it without your permission. You gave
Yeah.
me permission. You want me to do it. Cock blocking.
So you
is
talking
when
about as in the friend wanted you to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, see, I thought
Okay.
you were talking about
See,
And
like-
they like give me a
for no
signal like,
reason.
come over here.
Oh,
Like,
Well,
all right.
eye
Like-
contact, like
Oh, all right.
the head
Okay.
nod, or like, bitch.
if
Niggas do that
my
too.
friend look like she dealing with somebody goofy, but that's what she like. Go ahead, bitch.
We
Go ahead, deal with it.
My friends,
See, yeah,
That's what you like.
So,
I
like, what-
guess.
Okay.
That's all
I
you.
mean,
yeah. I mean,
I
I can
think-
see in my experience, like cock block. I'm thinking of the joint. It's like, okay, cool. You get your isolation. You find a friend. It's like, all right, cool, she cool. But the friend ain't get chose.
Oh, so
now
she
it's
was
like,
cock block.
oh my
yeah,
god,
the fifth wheel, the fifth wheel and
5
shit.
minutes away.
They be like, come on,
yeah,
girl.
you should get on that motherfucker
a
right
good
now.
ass-
Yeah.
that's
What you talking
Oh
about?
no,
Okay,
I'm not one of those.
yeah, that's what I was thinking
I'm
of
thinking, when
too.
you said cock block, I'm thinking that. I'm like,
No,
oh
sir.
shit.
Oh no.
we can't be
Like, nah,
friends.
y'all not about to go get it in. I gotta sit here and look at the wall. Like,
No.
nah.
Nah, I gotta be on my phone the whole time.
Yeah,
But
okay.
then
As long as I'm like, share your location. Go ahead, have fun.
I have certain friends who I go out with and certain friends who I don't go out with, because I know if I go out and you don't get attention, you're gonna feel some type of way. And I hate to say it, but all my friends can go out with me. I keep my friends separate. I don't twine my shit.
Girl, why you got them type of friends that you feel like you can't go out with?
Because
Like,
you got your work friends. You have different friends for different reasons. And the older I get, the more I realize that I don't tell all my friends everything. I have different friends for different reasons.
Different groups.
There's certain friends who I can't go out with, and we gonna turn it. We gonna have a good ass time, and we all gonna get chose. And it's gonna be some friends. If I was to go out with them, they ain't gonna get chose.
I hear that a little bit on a nigga level, because I got niggas that's gonna go out, might get too lit, and try to smack a nigga.
Exactly.
I got niggas that go
you
out.
always got that one friend who gonna pop off and
You know what
like,
I'm
you got
saying?
this.
I hear that a little bit.
It's the
I hear that
talk
a
before you
little
go
bit.
inside. Can we have a civil
hear that a
night?
little
No
bit.
fighting, no nothing.
I hear that a little
If you
bit.
feel like you about to, we gotta step. Once you make that eye contact or that word, that facial expression, we out.
Yeah, I hear that a
Get
little
too drunk
bit.
and with the what she said?
I hear that a
Nothing.
little
Let's
bit.
leave.
That's
What?
that's funny as shit.
Did they just look at me funny? We gotta go. I'm sorry. It's time to go.
Yeah, like shit.
Different friends.
Nah, for
different
real.
situations.
For real though. So as far as like the security and the love thing, do you feel like, if y'all feel like y'all get into a relationship, well, first of all, what did you say for that? Are you dating for love or security?
I feel like for me, it's not like separate. I feel like if I'm looking for somebody, I'm looking for both. Like,
Okay.
I want to be able. I mean, you don't necessarily. I feel like choose who you love. You just love somebody.
Okay.
But with your intentions and like you were saying, like law of attraction, stuff like that, I feel like you'll attract somebody for like both. So if I'm with somebody, I feel like we can love each other, but we also gonna have fun, and we should be secure, because there should be like a alignment there. Yeah, there should be like, you know, a matching energy type thing.
I feel like what's going wrong is that like people or women or men, they want a certain thing without being that themselves. And I feel like as far as me going, like as a woman, I feel like it's important to build. If you want love and stability, then you need to be love and stable yourself. And like a lot of people, they might have the love or they might have the stability, but they don't have the one or the other, and then they
go
expect
searching
it from
for it.
somebody else.
Yeah,
and you're
that-
never gonna get it
And
because
that's why
you
gotta be
don't have
all that
it.
within
Say it a little
yourself.
closer.
That's why you gotta be all that within yourself. Like you gotta, if you want love, you gotta love yourself. You can't love nobody else until you love yourself fully. You can't.
That's facts.
You can't depend on nobody until you can depend on yourself. So if I tell this to anybody I talk to, I'm not gonna date nobody who can't do more than me or more for me than what I'm doing for myself. One, because I take care of myself. I take care of my family. I take care of my brothers that's in prison. I take care of everybody. So you think I'm about to settle for less? You got me fucked up. Hell no, you gonna have to come better. You gotta come better. Cause I want better, and I'm always do better for myself.
Yeah,
That's real.
I think
I
that's
totally
kind of
agree.
like what we were saying like before. I feel like when you're going for one thing, it kind of throws you off in another way. Like some women just want to be provided for. They want to make sure they got
That's crazy. Because
spending money. They want to make sure the bills taken care of. They want to make sure X, Y, Z.
But then
They be mad when they do out here doing them and stuff. But then the guy is the ego, of course, and they're like, "Well, I take care of you.
I can do what I want."
I knew somebody like that. He was like, "Well, I pay the bills. I do X, Y, and Z. So that means that
And that's
she needs
why-
to give me sex when I want. When I come home after a long day of work, she need to have food ready for me because I take care of the bills. That's the least she could do." And it's like,
You know what's crazy? Like my
the
sister,
entitlement.
I hate this. My sister, she was like, "Well, if a nigga just want to take care of you, let him take care of you." I'm like, "Nah, I don't want that though. I don't want him to just take care of me because then he gonna think he own me. You don't own me. I'm sorry. Fuck no."
No, it needs to be equal give and take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It needs
Everything
you need
has
to have
be
mutuality.
equal.
Period.
I was definitely thinking. I'm gonna let you
Go
go.
ahead, Shop. Go ahead, Shop. I'm gonna let you
All
take
right, so we
that one.
talking all this stability and all right, he got the money, he can do what he want. Lay down on your back, I make this money. Oh, do your thing. But what if a guy is a dreamer? Say he just got out of school, got his master's. He's trying to start like one of the biggest tech companies ever. But he don't have no money. Like,
Yikes.
but he's just literally trying. He's trying to like be on top. Like you see the vision, you see what he's trying to do, but he just needs you by his side, his support and everything.
That's
you gonna wait for
cool.
that?
That's
This goes back to
totally
that movie
okay
Acrimony,
though.
That's the same shit happened in that movie Acrimony.
I heard
Y'all
about
niggas,
that.
y'all be some
I don't think I
motherfucking
ever seen
dreamer.
that.
Oh, shit,
I ain't
that's
seen it either. I
crazy
heard
ass
about
movie.
that.
So anyway, he was a dreamer, right? And she stayed by his side. She put up money for his college and all that. Paid his way through college. He ended up getting the dream job that he wanted, right? And he ended up leaving the bitch for another bitch, and he got caught with the bitch years before that. You think I'm about to? stay with your ass.
I was listening to something and it was
Tyler
so
Perry
crazy
always
for
trying to
me,
do
like to
black men
hear it.
dirty.
But basically, it was saying like when you enter a relationship, you need to be whole within yourself already,
No
and then
bullshit.
the other person should be whole within themselves already, and you meet in the middle. So therefore, like if you don't come in whole and you sit and build with somebody on the side, and then they come up, they're a different person at that point. So of course they're gonna drop you because they like, well,
And that's
I'm
why
here now, so
They say you should see a person in all 4 seasons, when they got money, when they broke,
Yeah.
when they
Yep.
got all that shit. Because then you'll know who you marrying. And
That's
you
why I
should-
don't get how people get married in a year. I'm like, there's no way you see.
Nah.
You don't know
But
somebody
I'm not
in a
gonna
year.
wait-
No
but I'm
funny
not
shit.
You
gonna wait
still on
7
honeymoon
years, though.
phase. Y'all
What
still.
I'm not gonna do is wait 7 years.
No disrespect to them, but I saw a tweet and it was like I never seen white people in the talking phase, and it made me think of that.
In the
'cause
what?
In the talking phase. 'Cause
Oh.
them niggas do be married in like 4 months, and then
Like
they,
shit.
and then they be divorced in like 8
year.
months. I be
No,
like,
for real.
damn. Nah, they don't fuck
They
around.
having 3
They-
kids by year 2. You
Yes,
damn.
they go from one night stand to marriage, like shit.
Swingers to
they
marriage.
definitely
That
go
was-
from one night stand to marriage. I never.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
I never
Hook
could
up marriage.
like like that shit's so crazy.
You know they love that word, hook up.
hook up. Fact.
Fuck is a hook up.
and it's funny because niggas that go together for like 10 years.
And
They just be
Real shit.
cooling. Like,
Real
but
shit.
the fuck are you doing?
Acceptable to me. Why-
Somebody
that is
told
not
me.
acceptable.
Somebody told me. Well, somebody right. These life coaches and stuff, they say like that a man knows his wife in a year or less. Is that true or is that fake?
I think so.
I definitely think so.
I
I
think
agree
so.
with that.
So Emily and Fab.
So
That's just her not knowing her worth.
right, and I agree.
I'm not.
I
Wait,
feel like-
wait. I don't.
Although I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to get the
he's-
reference, which I mean.
I get it.
whatever.
because
They've been together for decades. He
Yeah.
beats
Oh,
her.
and
He
he just
abuses
never
her.
married
He
and
never married her.
Never married her.
Oh, I mean, every nigga's different, but then that also.
But
you
wait,
just
that
said
also
that. You
no,
didn't say that.
okay, but no, I'm not even gonna like solely put that on Fab because it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
Because she
Yeah.
can easily lead, but I think it
Yeah.
goes back to what y'all say though. I'm not sure. Is she like? Was she? What does she do? Like, does anybody know what she do?
that,
All right, so
yeah,
maybe
it goes back to
maybe,
the media,
maybe
which
she's
will
there for
allow.
security then.
Yeah, it goes
Like, she
her
could easily
parents-
beat it.
Agree.
I don't know.
I feel like
She
it's
could easily beat it.
generational
She may got
too.
security
Like,
and love.
I had a conversation actually with one of my good friends, and we were talking, and she was saying like her situation, and she said she was talking to like her mom and her grandmother, and her grandmother was like, her idea on like a stable relationship and love is like, well, if he don't hit you, then you good. Everything else is like fine.
So if
Yeah,
that's okay.
it goes
But
by
it-
the times for sure.
The
Older
times
and,
generations,
like,
they
Older people
definitely
what
say
you're
don't.
taught. I feel like if you're
Yeah.
taught to like think that, or people associate love with different things. Some people are like, well, if you hit me, it's okay because I know you really love me. You don't mean it.
But you
Some
know
people
what,
are
that
like,
goes, it's a generational thing, and it's what we're learned. It's a learned behavior. Like niggas don't know their worth. Bitches
Yeah.
females don't know they don't know their worth.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people.
and
that
the
do.
social media don't help
Exactly,
because
'cause they-
everybody puts on
Social
these.
media is so big of an influence on like everybody's life. Like it's so fucking crazy. Like people they dictate their life and they run their life according to what they see on social media. Like everybody plan is different. Everybody has a goal at the end of the day, but they compare it to social media, and I think that's just so flawed.
Yeah,
That's facts.
life is not a
That's
race.
facts.
It's a marathon.
I think
Literally
yeah.
that.
Going by bullet
Yeah.
points
I
off
was
the
waiting for
shade
somebody
room.
to say it.
Man, put the horn for the marathon. That's a marathon. Can I get the horn for that?
Feel me?
Can I get the horn for that? Man, we're gonna switch gears though. We're gonna switch gears. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the gear switch?
Corvette,
Yeah,
Corvette.
what's up?
All right. So what's y'all like thoughts on someone being? I feel like there's a thin line between being persistent and being thirsty. And I'm gonna say, for me as a guy, like I know, like I'm gonna shoot my shot, and maybe this might be the Virgo thing. This might be some narcissistic stuff in me. I'm but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Nah. But I'm gonna keep it real though. Like, cause if I shoot my shot at you, on one hand, I'm gonna shoot my shot. If I shoot my shot at you, I'm gonna shoot my shot with ultra confidence. But like ultra confidence, like
As
I'll
you
shoot my
should.
shit from Curryland. I'll shoot my shit from
You
Wyoming.
should.
But like for real.
Curry
But
been
like.
up.
But it's like I might get curved. Everybody get curved, but like I'm probably not doubling back. And maybe if I double back, I might double back twice if I really think like, damn, she tough. Like
But what if I
she,
take you to spin the block because you know what I thought was hitting no ain't hitting no nothing?
You said what?
What if I tell you to spin the block twice?
I mean, not, but that's the thing. Twice.
Give a nigga something to look forward to.
Twice is like I feel like twice might be for me. Twice is acceptable. Like I don't think there's ever probably somebody who could say like, damn, like a nigga. Like it's not too many times I think in my life like I just really like hunted down like one joint. Like there's probably a
Is there
select
any
few.
that you like that you regretted like decisions that you made and you wish that you did? Like, is there anybody that like you
I feel like I
let
should've been persistent.
the one that got away? Have you ever let somebody get away?
So
Why?
You saying you gave your
What
all
you mean like
everything.
wait?
Like,
so
say-
by
say
getting
you-
away, you mean like I had them?
No, let's say that you're in a relationship
Uh-huh.
and that the girl is everything that you ever wanted.
Okay.
But you fuck up the bag and you fumble the bag by doing
Oh,
some
no.
dumb shit.
No.
And then
Yeah, I can
she's-
stop you right there. No. The answer is
You never fumbled the bag?
No.
So you saying in every relationship?
So you're
you give
perfect.
your all.
I'm saying any relationship that I had in the past that I didn't want anymore, I didn't want anymore.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, did you ever have a relationship
Did I regret losing?
that you fumbled the bag and they dipped and you had to regret it?
No.
Why? Because you never had
never-
that situation?
Yeah,
Or
I've
because
never
you
had
never
that
fumbled
situ-
the bag?
I've never had that situation. Like I've never been anybody that I've ever been with, like, and we ended it. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm probably a rare case. Most of the relationships that I've had, I'm still cordial with that person to this day. Because it's not like we ended it on
the
some.
fuck not?
It's not like because I haven't really been in situations where we ended it on some I hate you type shit.
so let
Fuck
me
you,
ask
we
you a
can't speak
question.
again. What?
When you get in a relationship, do you still
Uh-huh.
communicate with those people?
From time to time,
For what?
it's not like.
Why?
I mean, they might tell a nigga happy birthday or something. You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
See, that's the thing though. See, that's the thing with me. It's like, if a nigga, that's the thing with me. If a nigga like,
Yo, what?
like
I just want to know.
I
What
don't
do
see
you mean
nothing wrong with
communicate
that.
no, wait. See, when you saying communication, I
birthday.
feel like communication and then like extended dialogue is two different things to me. Like,
They're all the same.
nah, like if somebody texts me and say
Extended
happy,
dialogue and communication are literally the same thing.
they might be happy birthday, but
That's
nah, like,
not extended conversation.
that's my point. Like if somebody
I'm talking
if
about, oh, how you doing? What you doing? Oh, you wanna link up or not even link up?
Oh, yeah, nah, no.
Niggas not about to say that.
Nah,
If they in a
no.
None of that,
relationship
none of that.
that
No.
they cherish.
Good. I'm
No.
glad you know. Hey,
No,
You just gotta know
like-
your person too.
But it's like I'm not nah, like it's not even like nah. It's not like again, we're cordial. If I see you in public, we might if I see you in public, we might have a conversation.
why you with your girl?
Nah. I mean, nah. But you know what? I will into what you said, I'm gonna be honest, I'll be blunt. Like any girl I see if I'm with my girl, and this has happened before, me and my girl was at the mall. There was a joint that was trying to shoot her that I worked with previously. They used to try. She used to try to bag me at the job, but I told my girl on the spot like, oh yeah, that joint. Yeah, she used to try her hand, but I just kept it a buck with her. Like yeah, that's why she was all goosing. She's saying hi, like that's. But
Right.
I mean, the situation. It was one of them things where if we're in the store.
You don't tell your girl. You don't be like,
Oh yeah. She know a lot of war stories. She know a lot of war stories from my whole past. Yeah.
So what about like,
She know I've told her. She know I've G girl. She know a lot of things. She's known a lot of things. Like,
so
but I don't have no issue.
Secret. If you keep it secret, what does that mean?
I mean, if you there's
So
not
you have a
there's
girlfriend
no
and
secret.
you keep it secret.
There's nothing to keep secret. If she
But
asked
if
me
you
about,
did, what
I
would
can't
that
say
mean?
if I did because if you ask me about, first of all, I'm not ashamed of nothing.
that's in a hot seat.
Yeah, I'm not. But I'm not. Hey, that's why I have
walk out?
That's why I have a podcast. I'm not ashamed to talk about nothing in my back. That's why it's called No Names because I'm not I'm not putting nobody's name out there, but I'm not ashamed to talk about nothing in the past that I've done. Cause I'm proud of my whole phase. I had a glorious whole
You know what?
phase.
I
So
think
it's like,
everybody needs to have a whole phase.
I'm proud of mine. I had a glorious whole phase.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if my girl want to ask me about something that happened during my whole phase, I have no issue saying, "Oh yeah," it's like,
So you're
and
not worried if she look at you differently afterwards?
No, she knew the nigga I was when she met me.
Yeah,
That's the
facts.
type, but that's the thing though.
like
But
that's important. Transparency
you gotta
is
be
important
upfront,
upfront.
though.
Exactly.
Huh?
I feel like transparency is important because then I feel like later down the line, if
Yeah.
it's years later and then you run into somebody you used to mess with and you never mentioned this before from the jump if she asked, then it's like, why the fuck you ain't? Why was you being sneaky? Why ain't you even mention this person?
When you say
That's
like
different.
when you say like mess with like somebody you messed with like on a like
Say it's
on a
somebody
deep
like
level?
say it's like an ex or somebody you used to talk to.
Okay, see that's different.
and
If it's like a one night stand joint,
No,
she
but
don't know
like-
every one night stand. I've had.
not that, but like let's use the ex for example.
Yeah,
and like
of
y'all
course.
still cordial, but say up front when y'all first met, it was like, oh, you still cool. Exes, you still, kind of asked and went through of everything, but then you went a year, 2 years not saying nothing. Y'all run into this person, and now you bring it up. You brought up everybody else but this person. Then it's like,
I agree with
that's
that. That's
sneaky.
different. I agree with that.
Then it's like,
But
why did you hold this? Why
the same
did
thing
you
I
leave
just
this
told
person out?
y'all. The same thing I just told y'all. I would tell. I'm telling my girl, any girl I date, like I'm cordial with everybody. Every low key, like everybody that I've ever dated or I talked to on a even situationship level, I'm damn near cool with. Like it was cool because it was all love. We knew because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to lie to you and be like. And again, this might go to some narcissism, but like I'm not gonna lie to you and be like I wasn't getting no ass. I wasn't that nigga, and I ain't gonna say I was that nigga, but I wasn't like doing what I had to do out here in the streets. Like I'm not gonna lie to you and say I wasn't. So it's like it'd be different if I was like, oh yeah, I've only had 2 girls since before I met you. Like I went to college and I was just in my dorm all day. Like I wasn't on the football team. We didn't get groupies just off the strength. Like
busting down bitches.
Just because
I didn't pass them to my teammates. We didn't hopscotch these. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like that. So it's like they but and again that's why earlier when we had the conversation earlier I was saying like I think one of the main things is girls is running into guys that's still in that phase. That phase is done because I was happy. I was happy with that phase. I had fun in that phase. I did what I needed to do in that phase. So that phase, like,
were you trying to lock anything down in that phase?
No, I wasn't. And that's the thing. The situations I had, and that's why we're cordial because it's like we didn't even play around. We didn't play around like we was trying to lock it down in that phase. So it's
I just feel like you should always.
So it's like you're cordial because it's like you can come back and like, oh man, you remember summer 16 with summer 16 girl.
I just feel like you should never.
but it's
I just feel like you should never put your girl in a position to look or feel stupid or to have another woman feel like she got one up.
And that's why
I feel like it's important to up front in the very very beginning be like this. If we got to sit here for 10 hours, then we gonna sit here because. You never want to put your girl in a situation to feel like another bitch. It's like, you don't know that. Oh, he's sneaking around, or because it's like,
that's why.
Because now I gotta drop you because you got me fucked up.
That's why I brought. That's why I brought up that example that at the mall. As soon as Shorty said hi, and we said hi, I'm by. I told her straight up, like, look.
Why didn't you tell her before?
I mean, because I never did nothing with that joint.
Right, and even
it was just a joint that was going smack at it. I didn't even work with her no more. I didn't expect to see her again in my life. Like it just happened.
That makes sense.
Real.
Yeah, I can see that.
We're at the mall.
The one who's the most like you know,
no matter
especially if you haven't been there in a while. That job.
No matter who I'm talking to, I put them hip to any and every situation, no matter what, because there's nothing that nobody can tell you that I haven't. So if a bitch come up to us or a nigga come up to us and be like on some real funny shit, nigga, you already know what's up. You know how to move in this situation.
Nah, that's real.
If somebody try me, if they even did some weird funny shit or some
are these okay? So I put it to you like this: are you gonna tell wait, all right, but if a nigga, a nigga say I don't even know nigga X, we can just use X. But I want to answer this example. If you didn't talk, if a nigga you haven't met yet, say you meet a nigga tomorrow, if a nigga goes smack at you today, and then you meet a nigga tomorrow that you actually start talking to, are you going to tell him about the nigga that went smack at you at 7-Eleven yesterday?
No.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's different though.
That's the same shit. It's like, look, I worked with this girl. She used to try to shoot her shot.
You've been talking to this girl for how long?
I can't remember at that point because I can't. At this point, we probably been together for we had probably been together at that point for like a year. I put it to you like that. It had been a year.
They see a lot of shit that niggas don't see. So I was with this one kid, and Niggas knew we was fucking around or whatever.
He just played with that man. I was messing with his one
Niggas knew we
kid.
was fucking around, but his mans
whole
would try
child.
me. Like all of his mans, they inbox me. I'm like, yo, these niggas try me, and you know, even if it's not that, I'ma still put you here because. If a nigga would do that to a bitch that they know you fucking with, what else?
That's different. That's different. Now, if me and you, if I'm talking to you, I don't even gotta be dating you. If I'm talking to you,
just don't like lying.
and your man, not, but that's what I'm saying. If I'm talking to you and your man and one of your friends shoot their shot at me, hell yeah. I'm not talking about that type of shoot my shot. I'm saying if you go to 7-Eleven, right now,
no, because you gotta understand that bitches are spiteful. They would do a lot of shit just to get up under another bitch's skin. You gotta understand that women they're vindictive.
I mean, that's true.
Very
I'm not gonna say you wrong. I'm just.
I feel like if it's somebody who's being consistently like on a person you with, like on their case, they always comment, they always doing the most, they always trying to seem like they want their attention and stuff. Then the person you with should be like, damn, this person really be doing the most all the time. But if it's just like somebody who commented their picture like a random like,
that's different. But if you know that this bitch wants you,
yeah,
you got it, nigga, speak up.
Yeah.
All right. Speak up.
So because I feel like so in that situation, I don't know where you work at. How long have you been at your job right now?
Look, scams and grams.
Okay.
No, bullshit. 7 years.
Well, that's different in this particular situation. So say you just thought you been here for 2 years. If a girl that
2 years too late.
I mean, but if you, all right, but you didn't.
I'm on your ass.
You could be, but I don't think I'm wrong. I was wrong in that situation. I didn't work at that job no more.
It don't.
See,
I feel like you always got the weird coworker.
Yeah, like you're gonna have that person at your job.
One person at your job.
I'm not. It's like she.
I'm just like, baby, you know, these hoes want me, or not even say it like that. Just be like, baby, like you know, this.
Like I'm
random.
Like I'm gonna see a girl. Like I think I'm gonna run into the joint that sit 2 cubicles down from me 2 years ago.
I would be like, baby, like
it's a small world. Damn.
When was you dating a girl at the time 2 years ago or no?
Nah.
Then that's different. You ain't
That's what I said. I said that. I know. I said that's why I said. For example, if a nigga, I said if a nigga goes smack at you today, and then you meet another nigga tomorrow.
Your situation. We ain't talking about that.
All right, yeah. In that situation, when all that was happening, nah, I wasn't with that girl. That's why I said when I ran into at the mall.
He didn't say none of that shit before. So
oh
now
my
he's
god! All this is recorded. I'm gonna spend all this shit back.
Okay, so what are the limits? So like, say you're in a relationship, like what are the limits as far as like opposite sex friends? What are the limits for that?
I mean, it's always dicey.
I think it's just about honesty.
Yeah, it's always
and knowing
dicey,
who you're with. If you feel like when you got with that person, you knew this type of person it was, and you had to be sketchy going into the relationship, then you shouldn't be with them. Facts. If you feel like y'all have gained and built that trust, then it shouldn't really matter who comes into the picture. And if that person can't take that boundary and speak up and know when to cut somebody off and know when they're going too far, then I feel like it's all dependent on.
I will say,
like, you shouldn't have to feel like you gotta puppeteer somebody.
The nigga friends you have when I met you is the nigga friends you better have when we die. We not meeting no new friends, no new friends. No, listen, no.
Got me fucked up.
Yeah, we not doing that though. We not doing. Oh yeah, you just started a new job. This nigga Billy at the new job saying we going out for happy hour.
Like,
yeah, nigga, hey, that's dead fool.
We
not doing that.
Other type shit, but I don't.
Nah, we not doing that.
Okay,
that word shit gets sloppy.
What if you got a girl, right, and you have a friend that you've had in the uttery that pops up out of nowhere, and they're like, "Oh, let's rekindle," blah blah blah. Are you rekindling, or you're saying, "Nah, I got a girl"?
A friend of the opposite sex?
Yeah,
you gotta know their intentions.
I mean, yeah, I'm about to say it all. So when you say they probably about the cut, why did they go into the cut? Did they go into the cut because y'all had like some extra shit happen?
Nah, some people just go.
Maybe you just life. You was
okay.
lifing.
I mean,
and you pop back up and you have a girl.
Then that go to what we said. Just gotta be full disclosure. Like,
do you tell your girl that you're hanging out with this girl, or you just kind of like?
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's really one of them situations where. It's not one of them situations where like all the female friends I have, we don't really just go spend solo time together. Like that's like we don't really do that though.
Because I got 7 brothers, right? So I
if we do things, we do things as a group. Like I'm not just. Yeah.
You have certain friends for different reasons. Like I don't like I said, I got a lot of male friends, but when I link with my male friends, we going out type shit. Like it's because like I look at y'all like my brothers type shit. It'll never be no, oh, you secretly like me or I secretly like you. It'll never be that shit. But you said you wouldn't tell your girl. Why not?
Whoa, I didn't say that.
Wait, what?
He never said.
See, you
He
said
never
it.
said
Hey, drop the horn for me. Drop the horn for me. Fuck you mean? Because I definitely.
You did not say that.
What did you just ask? You just said
He didn't. He
No,
never
what
said
did
he
you
wouldn't
just
tell
say?
his girl. He just
what did
said.
you
Never said that.
He just said. I don't know what he said, but he.
I
Didn't say
said
that.
no.
He didn't say that, though. He
I
didn't say
said
that.
I said that goes back to having full disclosure. Like I
Yeah.
would let them know. I said that.
I feel like if anybody
I said
pops
that.
up, no
If
matter
somebody
what their
pop-
relevance
yeah.
is, it should be like, damn, so and so just hit me up. Like,
And I know
this is our history. This is X, Y, and Z. It should be like an ongoing,
And as
like
it-
from the
If you
jump.
volunteer-
Not
if you
oh
volunteer
damn,
information,
2 months
yeah.
ago, so and so hit me up, and we've been chilling ever since. But I don't want to tell you.
That's
What are you
ham.
talking
See, that's
about?
different. That's ham. What I'm saying, and this goes back to me not having like shame and jokingly saying like you know what I'm saying, your girl, you do gotta tell your significant other whatever, but like you should be able to tell them. If you can't tell your significant other like, look, oh yeah, that's my man's, like we cool, woo woo woo, then that's a problem. Like I should be able to tell you that and it not be no thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I should be able to tell you that. Because I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you.
It should also
And it happens all the time because we know how women are. I might tell you about it, and this has happened before. I might tell you about a female friend, and then that female friend might come up maybe 6 months later. Because again, like it's not like I don't really just go out and just hang like solo dolo with my female friends. So it might be like a special occasion. I'll be like, oh yeah, Shawty having a kickback, woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? We going whatever, and then your girl will hit you. Your girl be having that selective memory kick in. I don't remember you telling me about it. It's like nigga, I definitely told you. As da. But it's like I don't have no issue. Like I'm not gonna lie to you and say, oh yeah, I'm going to Twan party when whole time it's Keisha's party.
So
like,
do y'all
you know what I'm saying?
as
Like,
men have transparency as far as your friends and your girl? Like, do your friends and your girl, they know everybody knows everybody?
they know everybody, but it's not like they just communicating and shit.
So,
this ain't like
so
a
say
big
like
ass
your
friendship.
girl,
Yeah.
say your girl feels uncomfortable like with a female, and she wants to meet the female. Are you gonna stop that, or are you
Wait,
gonna?
what female?
Okay, so say you have a female friend, and your girl feels uncomfortable about the female friend, and she says, you know what, I want to meet her. Are you
Why
gonna
not?
be like, why
Yeah,
not, or
let's
are you
do it.
gonna be
Why
like,
not?
Women have
Yeah, I don't see no
intuition.
Why
problem.
not?
We feel like I used to date this one kid.
Why not?
Every time I was around him and this one girl, I'm like, son, don't feel right.
Why not?
One day I'm trying to look through this nigga phone and she grabbed the nigga phone from me. And I'm
Why
like,
not?
No, bitch, you
So
She
if-
grabbed the
if-
phone from you?
So if
What?
She got your nigga phone.
That's a
from
nigga.
you.
That's a bro move, low key. That's a bro move. For real. Are you trying to go through my man's phone, girl?
I mean, she was looking out for her good man. I mean,
That's the bro code. It sounds.
war on the phone.
Hey, clap it up for Shorty. It sounds like she's well versed in the bro code.
she a good man.
No, I
Sorry,
would
nah.
never, nah, because the nigga asked me about doing something with her, and I'm like, nigga, like you wanna, nigga, what?
You
Wait, he asked you about
just
doing
want-
something
Like
with
he
her.
was
Like
like, oh,
threesome,
you wanna have a
probably.
threesome with this girl? I'm
Oh.
I
Ain't get
know
away
in
with
my
it.
head-
So,
in my
alright,
head,
so that's-
I know that you find a bitch
He
attractive.
he
Cool,
threw
alright,
himself
cool.
on.
Yeah, he made
Yeah.
himself out.
So when I
See, we
find
talked
that
about this
bitch-
before. That's why if you even want to approach threesomes with your girl, don't ever mention the girl that you want to do it with. Let her choose.
Let her choose.
Let her
You
choose.
Let her
Because as
choose.
soon as you say, "Oh yeah, let's do it with her," it's like,
Ball in her.
Why you pick her? That was
Yeah.
that wasn't random.
yeah. Matter of fact, you was there. When we talked about that
Yeah.
shit. Like, yeah, we talked about that before. So yeah, don't as a nigga, don't pick the girl. Let your girl pick the girl for the threesome. Don't set yourself up like
You
that,
in
King.
for a rude awakening.
Yeah, don't set yourself
You
like
choose
that,
that
King.
motherfucker.
But nah, like
We on some
if
crimes in Detroit.
yeah, nah, I don't have like, and I can fully say that. I don't know how many niggas can say this. I don't know how many girls can say this, but I don't have like friends of the opposite sex that I've like fucked. So it's like I don't have no issue. Like if I date somebody and they want to meet some, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna meet them. Like
So do
my
you-
friends have had weddings and shit. I'm bringing my significant other as my dick. It's like I don't care.
But do you
Like,
have female friends who secretly like you?
I mean, if it's a secret, I'm not gonna know.
I'm about to say.
they throwing
You have known knowns, you have unknown knowns, and then you have unknown
Shut
unknowns.
your ass up. They
You know what I'm saying? Things you don't know that you don't know.
This nigga.
niggas be
No,
in
but y'all be
denial?
knowing.
Like,
Y'all be fucking knowing.
I mean, nah, honestly, I can say I don't know. I don't think so.
Selective memory. You got selective
Nah, I don't
memory.
think so.
And
Nah, I don't think so.
I've
never had a girl. I've never had a female friend like openly like shoot they shot at me that I can think of.
So they never said nothing in a joking way.
Nah,
You a motherfucking lie.
nah, like for real, no.
Boy, I tell you,
No.
it is 2021 niggas.
No, for real though.
Good man right there.
Nah, like
Good
for
job,
real though.
son.
Like, that's my good man, right?
Nah, for real though. Like, so has a female friend shot they shot at you?
I don't have female friends.
Okay.
Boy said it would clear out.
I don't.
I mean-
no. I
ain't got
had
no
two
man.
girl cousins that are the same age as me. Those are my female friends, if that makes any sense.
It makes
Yeah.
sense because your cousins become your friends. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Whoa. What you mean?
Your cousins become your friends.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you was trying to do some extra shit, like some white shit. I was like, hey,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
But,
at no point in time did that cross my mind, son.
Yeah, nah, but like, yeah, nah, I don't got no issue with that. So with me, so with y'all asking me that, let me, are y'all, so I know you said that, so is all your male friends, do y'all
Yeah,
male
I feel
friends
like you're
shoot y'all
projecting
shots
that
at y'all?
energy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of these questions.
Yeah, I feel a lot of
I feel- I
projections.
feel a lot of projection from the
drop the
friends.
horn for all projections going on.
I got a lot
Drop the.
of
Can I get the horn for the projections?
Yeah, they be trying. And if I get a nigga, you getting cut off, and that's just that.
All right. So well, why can't I have the same energy with the female friends?
Cause
That
y'all niggas, y'all clueless.
No, I think
That's
that
it, though.
it goes both ways. I think women and men shoot their shot at their friends because that's why we're friends, because we connect, and that's why we're friends. So not all of us are like, ooh, but some of us are. And when we do, if you're in a relationship, you push those people to the side because you're in a
but do you
relationship.
tell your relationship partner that?
Do you tell them
Yeah.
to protect them? Probably not. But
Wait, so y'all just came at me? Whoa, it's getting hot in here.
Now we omitting information.
no, but you
Whoa! Hey, I need the horn. I really need that motherfucker. Whoa! To protect them, we protecting motherfuckers.
to protect them, you might not say something, but you are in charge of setting the boundary for your
You are
friend.
in charge of
Now, when
having
you let it go
control.
too far, now it's your fault and it's your problem.
It's all about self-control.
Damn.
What do you mean? We all have friends that at one
I
point.
didn't have a friend that I went to
Yeah.
like at the nigga, and I'm like.
Oh no, I don't know about that, but
No,
I'm
I
saying
was
like them
no,
on my
he
end.
was like my
Yeah,
best
have a
friend.
disagreement.
And
I like
then,
it.
but we was in high school though, so I don't really think that counts. But anyway, I liked him and he liked me, but we couldn't. It just wasn't gonna work out. Like, nah, there was no way we could do our thing and then become friends right after. Like that, it was too much. So
No, they might like me and I don't like them. And like we're really good friends, and I keep like, nah, it's never gonna happen. Nah, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
but
but
we're
then
good
you
friends,
become
and I'll
friends.
keep you around because eventually you drop it, and we just like literally become friends, and now we're just friends, and that's it. And when I have a nigga, I'll be like, okay, so I'm gonna give my distance to you now because I have a nigga, and I'm gonna be with my nigga, and that's it. And if you pop up and you be on my friend shit, then am I supposed to tell my nigga, oh yeah, like at one point he was on my nuts? Eventually my nigga's gonna know or feel that anyway.
Yeah,
If he asks me, did he ever try to talk to you? I'm gonna tell him the truth. Yes, he did. And he's gonna be like, I feel comfortable or I feel uncomfortable. And I'm gonna say, what would you feel comfortable with going forward? Would you feel comfortable with me distancing myself? All right, then that's what I'm going to do, because at the end of the day, you have a life partner, you have a partner, you want to see a future with that person, right? So you do what you got to do, and that's it.
Go from him to make that decision. I feel like as a woman or as a man, I'm not a man, but I can't really say that. But in a relationship, I know that
Talk your shit. Let your nuts hang. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna. I know what I want. I know what's best for. In my relationship, I know that I'm not gonna let somebody else dictate, an outsider or somebody that was my friend, dictate what I got right now.
But if your friend is the opposite sex and they wanted to fuck, eventually, if they were
and
trying to
if I
fuck,
knew-
they're not really like your friend. They really want to fuck.
Exactly, and that nigga won't even be around at the moment. You can't come back. My life's not a revolving door. You can't be like, oh yeah, I want to be on some friend type shit, because it's gonna go more into that. It's gonna go more into you wanting to be with me, and then you're gonna get jealous because I'm with this nigga. Like, I haven't seen this shit happen before, so No, a nigga cannot be. You can't like me and I don't like you, and I tell you I don't like you, and then you be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be some friendship, because it's never gonna be just some friendship. You're gonna feel possessive. You're gonna move a certain type of way. You're gonna have your little sneaky ass comments about my nigga. You're gonna try to dig up dirt about my nigga. I didn't see this shit happen before, so
That's weird.
Dig up dirt.
That's weird. Yeah, I was gonna say that's
It's
weird,
a lot of
nigga.
niggas-
Shit, that's different.
That's
Like you
against
on
the
some
code,
weird.
though. You're not supposed.
Yeah,
You're not
like,
supposed to dog. You're not supposed to
a
trash
lot of
another
niggas
nigga.
that
No.
do that though. Surprisingly, it's a lot of
Goofy
niggas that do
ass
that.
niggas.
Then
Them
them
be some
niggas get
slimy niggas,
cut.
though.
Period. Because
Them
you're
be some
not talking about my
slimy
nigga
niggas.
about nothing. Like
Niggas
you're
that-
gonna talk about my nigga and you was on some shit and I'm not fucking with you.
But
You're
it's a
done.
lot of
That's
niggas-
it.
but the
You're gone.
reality, the hype, it's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas and bitches that move like that.
Yeah, nah, that's not cool.
That's some
I hate
shady
them.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
some
that's
weird.
some
That's
shit.
some weird shit.
I hate them. That's goofy.
That's weird shit.
That's interesting.
Niggas act more like bitches these days.
So
Yeah,
and
facts.
you know what? And matter of fact, it actually makes me think too, because like I know you like girls.
You just gonna put her out there like that?
I mean, but she already said it.
Not a secret.
Yeah, I'm about to say. What you say when you
Not a secret.
when we had the whole bottle? This I think was you here for that? I think you might have
she
seen
was
that.
there, so we
You
was
might
like,
have missed
tapping
the
bottle and
pre-show.
checking the bottle. I don't know.
Oh
what
no,
you do.
I got hit the bottle and I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
just
oh,
hit
say
it.
less.
She's talking about
That's that part.
but we so like is the dynamic different with with you liking or like dating whatever with girls?
Bitches are crazy too.
How does the dynamic go with that? Like, is it like, because obviously you're a girl, so you're gonna have female friends. You're gonna have female
It's actually
and guy
harder.
friends.
I would
It's harder?
imagine it's so
Harder.
much
The
harder.
same sex, right? Well,
I've had friends I've had friend situations where we were friends and then
one night.
turned into something different.
You feel me?
And then the other person got crazy and cuckoo, and I'm like, what? It wasn't even giving that. I thought we was having fun. I'm like,
Bitches are this.
Yeah, and then they sampled the
but
WAP.
it ends
and
up
then
being
it was-
like,
Sampled the WAP.
It's all over at that point.
She's gay, and I didn't have my experiences with females too, and like bitches are crazy. I don't care what nobody say. I was in the club this one time.
But when niggas say it, it's like,
Nah,
what are you,
say we
what
wild.
are you talking about, nigga?
No, it's different because I'm.
We talking about the same people, but it's
I
different.
wanted to agree so bad.
Stop.
She's not gonna drink out my hand because she thought I did something, and I was like, oh no, this bitch crazy. Like, I can't. Bitches are crazy.
yeah. I feel like women.
I'm glad you keep. Hey, drop the horn. Drop the horn for that. I'm not gonna repeat what she said. But drop the horn for what she just
I
said.
feel
Y'all
like
know
in
what
my
she said.
experience,
Y'all know what she
women as friends, like I'll use the example, the whole thing with like my old friend, they find comfort in you once you become friends. So most of the women that I know have either experimented with girls, wanted to experiment, or something along that realm.
Okay.
So they find more comfort in you because they're like, oh, like, you know, da da da. And then you'd be like, no, it's not giving that. Like, it was really
So-
like what it was, which was like a type, oh, we was drunk type stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I don't think.
And,
All right, so,
and then
'cause
it's
let me-
oh my gosh.
Let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So you saying like you guys were just like chilling or something?
for
and they
example-
tried to take it there, or it went there, and
Yeah, so
Like-
for example, like my current relationship, we met because of one of our old friends. And before I even knew like my current girlfriend, the friend that I was friends with, I met through college. We knew each other for like 2 years prior, I think, 2 or 3
Okay.
years prior, and we was cool. Like within that last year, we got like super close. We was like on bestie level. Like we was close. We would go out. We would be at the bars. Like I like to drink, so we go out and drink a lot. Met all my friends. It was like some cool type stuff. One night, some shit happened, and apparently later I knew this because her and my girlfriend. I didn't know my girlfriend at the time. They were friends from high school, so they knew each
something
other.
happened with who? Your current girlfriend? Or the
No, me and the girl that the middle girl, the mutual.
Okay.
Me and her, pretty much one night stand type thing, whatever.
This is the thing. Yeah.
Talk
And
Wrap it up. Shout.
and then I'm like, anyways, off to work the next day, like nothing happened. Going on with my, you know, I'm
Hey,
like,
Mo sound like
what-
a real nigga. Hey, niggas.
no, for real.
How many times you
It was like
you
awesome.
done clapped the cakes? Mo done clapped the cakes. Like, oh yeah, I got work the next day.
Yeah.
No, for real, it was
You
really
gotta
like.
go.
I got work the
not
next
your
day.
day.
I'm thinking it's a Saturday. I'm like, what we did
Talking
tonight, y'all? Like, I'm asking everybody, like, what we doing tonight? What we doing
That's when
tonight?
they become
And
sad.
that's when apparently she was like, she was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, saying like little stuff and was just like started to get like, and I'm like, am I missing something? Later, I found out like a year later, shit like that, when me and my girlfriend got together, she's like, oh yeah, like she's been venting about you since like homecoming. I'm like, homecoming? Oh, this shit happened in the spring. Homecoming's in the fall. Homecoming, you know. So it's like stuff that's like she on your ass. People be. Yeah, now she hate me for life, so that's not my personal problem.
Hey, at least you ain't get your drink smacked out your hand.
But it's stuff like that, and it's like I feel like
that phrase you said, I can't say it right now because you said it, because you know.
Wait, but can I get the horn for Mo being a real nigga though? My man.
Yeah,
my man Mo put it on her. She put it on her at homecoming. She was still thinking about it in spring. It wasn't
even
the trees that came out.
No, we were still friends. We were still friends at homecoming. That's the problem. We were still friends. I'm thinking we the bestest of friends. I'm like, oh, I done met me a new bestie.
And then you took that soul. She took her soul.
Oh, snatcher.
What's going on? And then
what happened
it started turning to some other shit. So I was just like, yeah, but I feel like girls get attached and girls get finicky, and I feel like they gain more comfort when they know your sexuality, because they're just like, oh, like
we're the same.
Well, I can talk to you about this, or I can. And it's just like, girl, don't start doing that.
But like,
because I have strong gaydar. I be knowing like, okay, now I gotta make some distance because
you got a strong gaydar.
For real.
Hey, you listen, because girls like
they try to sneak it in there, and it's like,
like
stop.
Like,
I know.
Sneak it in there like hi, we're drunk. Hi, let's kiss.
Yeah, because then I have to be like, bitch, you know better. Come on now. And my girlfriend can fight, so you might want to watch what you're doing, because she's crazy as fuck. So please don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I feel like, man,
that's funny as shit.
That's just a different. That's just really.
That's why I just stay in the house, because bitches be weird. No, seriously. So I stick to my 6 friends and call it.
Hey, go ahead.
But to the point. So none of your 6 friends, like y'all have done like nothing, like not to put y'all on the spot. I said not to, but I guess I did. But all right. Nah, that's
anybody who's been, I feel like, weird or gave me like weird vibes. I kind of like distance from, because I'm just like,
because as we was having this conversation, that thought to me, I'm like, damn. So like, imagine, like
you just gotta
friends
really
with girls, but it's like you're friends with girls, but you date girls. That like you said, that's what I was thinking.
Have discernment over that, and just like trust your gut with stuff, because people will try to use that whole, like you said, like, oh, I'm drunk, like, and it's just like, whoa. I'm drunk. You knew before. Flag on the play. Right. Like, stop trying to play games right now. Because then I'm going to look like a bitch when I'm like, bitch, get off, back up. Yeah. Or what the fuck are you doing? Oh, you didn't have to do all that. I did.
So it's like, because, and I've seen, and I don't even know if like, and you never know the dynamics of girls' friendships, but I can tell you as a guy.
I know, honestly, I feel like you could tell the difference, because you have your friends who you're like real like touchy with, like you. Cause
I was about to say, as a nigga, you go to the club, you see girls dancing and they like smacking each other on the ass and
each other.
Ooh, twerk that shit, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be extra touchy and shit with each other at the club.
Niggas know what it is. Like, they know what it is. They know the bitch. She made it public. So the bitch.
And as a female, you know when somebody's like interesting. Yeah, like you know when somebody's trying to come on to you. You know when somebody's trying to be flirty with you. That's why when people be like, well, I didn't know. I think they were cool. Nah, you knew better. You knew that person was not on no time like that.
They had good energy. I mean, what you expect?
Nah, girl.
Well, you can have good energy by yourself.
Girls are good at. I mean, obviously, because you guys are women. I think y'all are better at reading other women.
For sure.
Definitely than niggas.
Because you know how women are. Just
because
like,
I've had situations like that happen too, where like a female friend might have told me like, oh yeah, she was definitely trying it, and I'm like, no, she wasn't.
Yeah, because y'all clueless.
And I'm like,
what I mean.
And I'm like, no, she wasn't. She's like, nigga, yes, she was.
She just wanted to give me a drink. I mean, I didn't know. But you for real though, like, you know, she wanted to do my homework.
But you know, girls, you guys are so like
intuitive.
Not even intuitive, but like when you guys are being, yeah, I mean, obviously you are, but like you can see
crazy insight.
Girls can see through other girls' shit though. Like, I'll say it like that. Y'all women though, y'all, but y'all can see through other girls' shit.
Women behave based on their feelings.
You can't. So not every time as a guy. If I would be lying if I said every time I knew a girl was infatuated with me. If I knew every time.
Y'all cool. Y'all see what y'all want to see.
I mean, yeah.
So, like,
Women
yeah.
behave based on their feelings. If somebody's into you, you'll know. They're gonna flirt
That's
you more. They're
easier
gonna
said
do
than done.
a little bit more.
That's
I
easy-
hear,
that's easier
I
said
hear
than
that's
done.
not true though, because I've had like going back to back in my childhood where like I have a friend that I'm still friends with now, and we talk about it and laugh about it now, and I'd be like, I liked you for sure, and
Nah.
you didn't even notice,
But that's
and
what
he
I'm
didn't
saying.
notice. He
That's
was
what
like,
I'm
oh,
saying.
I didn't even know. You didn't say anything.
But first of all, that's a whole topic for another day. Girls, just say something, nigga. Like if you,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she,
You know
what?
hey, like she said, if you want to suck a nigga dick, let a nigga know.
A lot of times I be bored
A
as
nigga
shit,
would be
so
down with that shit. It's like,
A
nah.
lot of times
Oh my
I be
God.
bored.
but for real though, like it's like, yeah, like you as a dude and you just if sometimes you just don't know, like you really don't know.